Hello everyone, and welcome. In today's DMV Permit Practice Test 2026 California practice session, we'll go through 200 updated questions designed to help you prepare for the exam. When each question appears, pause the video first. Choose the answer you believe is correct, then comment your answer below before resuming the video to see the correct answer. Keep track of your score as you move through the questions, and let's get started. Question 1. When passing on a multi-lane highway, Option A, be sure the passing lane is clear. Option B, pass only on the right. Option C, watch for oncoming traffic. Option D, there is no need to signal. The correct answer is option A, be sure the passing lane is clear. Explanation: before passing, you must make sure the passing lane is clear and give the proper turn signal to show you are going to change lanes. Question 2. After an emergency vehicle passes you with its siren on, you must: Option A, drive closely behind the emergency vehicle. Option B, drive as quickly as the emergency vehicle. Option C, avoid driving closer than 500 feet behind the emergency vehicle. Option D, drive very slowly near the curb. The correct answer is option C, avoid driving closer than 500 feet behind the emergency vehicle. Explanation: when you resume driving again after being passed by an emergency vehicle, you must remain at least 500 feet behind it. Question 3. Greatly increase stopping distances and severity of crashes. Option A, high speeds. Option B, slow speeds. Option C, night drives. Option D, uphill inclines. The correct answer is option A, high speeds. Explanation: high speeds greatly increase stopping distances and severity of crashes. The faster you drive, the greater the impact or striking power of your vehicle should you be involved in a collision. Question 4. You may turn right on a solid red traffic light. Option A, when there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Option B, before pedestrians have crossed any intersecting crosswalks. Option C, before coming to a complete stop. Option D, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. The correct answer is option D, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. Explanation: you may turn right on a solid red light after coming to a full stop. You may only turn if it is safe to do so and if there is no sign prohibiting the turn. Yield to cross traffic and pedestrians. Question 5. If turning to avoid a hazard. Option A, you should brake hard. Option B, you should not brake as it could cause the wheels to lock. Option C, you should turn the wheel very sharply. Option D, you should hold down the brakes until you are past the hazard. The correct answer is option D, you should hold down the brakes until you are past the hazard. Explanation: if you are turning to avoid a hazard, do not apply the brakes while you are turning. This could easily lock the wheels and create a skid. Question 6. When backing up to couple a trailer, you should position the tractor. Option A, at a 90-degree angle in front of the trailer. Option B, directly in front of the trailer. Option C, at a 30-degree angle in front of the trailer. Option D, at a 60-degree angle in front of the trailer. The correct answer is option B, directly in front of the trailer. Explanation: when backing up to couple a trailer, you should position the tractor directly in front of the trailer. Trying to couple while backing at an angle could cause the trailer to move in the landing gear to brake. Question 7. Regarding winter driving, all of the following are true, except Option A, front tires should have a tread depth of at least 4/32 an inch. Option B, tires should be slightly deflated. Option C, rear tires should have a tread depth of at least 2/32 an inch. Option D, use a gauge to verify that each tire has a safe tread depth. The correct answer is option A, front tires should have a tread depth of at least 4/32 an inch. Explanation: when driving during the winter, it is particularly important that your tires have adequate tread. You need a tread depth of at least 4/32 of an inch in every major groove on the front tires and at least 2/32 of an inch on the back tires. Check the tread depths by using a gauge. Question 8. You want to turn left at an intersection. The light is green but oncoming traffic is heavy. You should: Option A, use the next intersection. Option B, wait at the crosswalk for traffic to clear. Option C, wait in the center of the intersection for traffic to clear. Option D, take the right-of-way since you have a green light. The correct answer is option C, wait in the center of the intersection for traffic to clear. Explanation: when making a left turn where there is approaching traffic, you must wait for the approaching traffic to go through before you turn. You may enter the intersection to prepare for your left turn if the light is green and no other vehicle ahead of you plans to make a left turn. Question 9. On slippery roads, you should: Option A, pass vehicles if they aren't driving the speed limit. Option B, adjust driving to match the conditions. Option C, drive on the shoulder. Option D, accelerate and decelerate frequently. The correct answer is option A, pass vehicles if they aren't driving the speed limit. Explanation: make sure to drive slowly and smoothly on slippery roads. Do not pass slower vehicles unless it is necessary to do so. Avoid frequently changing your speed under such conditions. Question 10. You may not pass other vehicles within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A, 100 feet. Option B, 200 feet. Option C, 250 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option A, 100 feet. Explanation: drivers should not pass other vehicles within 100 feet of a railroad crossing. Drivers should only pass where it is safe and legal to do so. Question 11. Before passing another vehicle, you should: Option A, flash your headlights to alert the driver. Option B, turn on your four-way flashers to warn the driver. Option C, give the proper turn signal to show that you are changing lanes. Option D, sound your horn to get the driver's attention. The correct answer is option C, give the proper turn signal to show that you are changing lanes. Explanation: before passing, make sure the passing lane is clear and activate the proper turn signal to show you are going to change lanes. Signal early enough for other drivers to know your plans in advance. Question 12. If traffic prevents you from crossing all the way across the set of railroad tracks, you may proceed only when: Option A, an approaching train is not moving fast enough to be a danger. Option B, there is room for your entire vehicle on the other side. Option C, at least one half of your vehicle can cross the tracks. Option D, no trains are in sight. The correct answer is option C, at least one half of your vehicle can cross the tracks. Explanation: you must not, under any circumstances, attempt to cross railroad tracks unless you are certain that your entire vehicle will clear all of the tracks. If other traffic prevents you from going fully across, wait and cross only when there is room. Question 13. Drivers entering a roundabout or traffic circle. Option A, must always stop before entering. Option B, must yield to drivers already in the roundabout or traffic circle. Option C, have the right-of-way if there is one lane. Option D, have the right-of-way if there are two lanes. The correct answer is option B, must yield to drivers already in the roundabout or traffic circle. Explanation: drivers entering a roundabout or traffic circle must yield the right-of-way to drivers already in the circle. Question 14. If your car starts to skid, turn your steering wheel. Option A, to keep the front wheels straight. Option B, in the direction you want the vehicle to go. Option C, in the opposite direction of the skid. Option D, in any direction. It doesn't matter. The correct answer is option B, in the direction you want the vehicle to go. Explanation: if your vehicle goes into a skid, you should turn the steering wheel in the direction you want the vehicle to go. As soon as the vehicle begins to straighten out, turn the steering wheel back the other way. Question 15. If your coolant level is found to be low, you should: Option A, drain the radiator. Option B, add more coolant. Option C, add engine oil. Option D, tighten the belts. The correct answer is option C, add engine oil. Explanation: when inspecting the engine compartment, you should check the oil level, coolant level, and windshield washer fluid level, among other things. In both cold and hot weather, it is important that the engine have enough coolant. Question 16. Drivers may not park within blank of a fire hydrant. Option A, 40 feet. Option B, 25 feet. Option C, 15 feet. Option D, 20 feet. The correct answer is option C, 15 feet. Explanation: you should not park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. An improperly parked vehicle may cause a crash. Question 17. You may avoid the risks of alcohol-related crashes by: Option A, deciding before you start drinking that you are not going to drive. Option B, simply saying, "No thanks, I'm driving," if someone offers you a drink. Option C, calling a taxi. Option D, doing any of the above. The correct answer is option A, deciding before you start drinking that you are not going to drive. Explanation: the only way to avoid the risks of drinking and driving is to decide before you start drinking that you are not going to drive. Because alcohol affects your judgment, it will be harder for you to make safe decisions after you have started drinking. Question 18. Work zone signs mean: Option A, it is summer. Option B, you must immediately stop and back up. Option C, less than ideal conditions are present for driving. Option D, you should drive faster to get out of the work zone. The correct answer is option D, you should drive faster to get out of the work zone. Explanation: work zone signs are orange and indicate that some type of work is being performed on or alongside the roadway. Be extremely careful when you see these signs. Question 19. When you park uphill on a street with a curb. Option A, keep the front wheels straight and set the parking brake. Option B, turn the front wheels away from the curb. Option C, turn the front wheels toward the curb. Option D, turn the back wheels into the curb. The correct answer is option B, turn the front wheels away from the curb. Explanation: when parking on an incline where there is a curb, you should turn your wheels sharply to the left, away from the curb. This way, if your brakes fail, your vehicle will not roll into traffic. Question 20. If your front tire goes flat while you are riding. Option A, the steering will feel heavy. Option B, the steering will feel loose. Option C, there will be no change in the steering. Option D, the ride will feel too smooth. The correct answer is option A, the steering will feel heavy. Explanation: if the front tire of a motorcycle fails, it will cause the steering to feel heavy. If your steering feels heavy, immediately exit the road and inspect your tires. Question 21. How can a driver help prevent accidents during long trips? Option A, stop every couple of hours to rest. Option B, avoid medication that may cause drowsiness. Option C, set a limit of 300 minutes 400 miles of driving per day. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, set a limit of 300 minutes 400 miles of driving per day. Explanation: drivers making long trips can help prevent accidents from drowsy driving by stopping every couple of hours to stretch and rest. They should set a limit of 300 minutes 400 miles driven per day. Before beginning a trip, drivers should get a good night's rest and avoid taking any medication that may make them drowsy. Question 22. Conviction of which of the following carries the highest number of points? Option A, driving recklessly. Option B, driving on the wrong side of the road. Option C, illegal passing. Option D, passing a stopped school bus. The correct answer is option B, driving on the wrong side of the road. Explanation: passing a stopped school bus carries 5 points, reckless driving 4 points, driving on the wrong side of the road 4 points, and passing illegally 4 points. Question 23. Stop lines are solid white lines painted across traffic lanes. Option A, in curves and on hills. Option B, next to churches and schools. Option C, at intersections and pedestrian crosswalks. Option D, on freeway on-ramps. The correct answer is option C, at intersections and pedestrian crosswalks. Explanation: stop lines are solid white lines painted across traffic lanes at intersections and pedestrian crosswalks. They indicate the exact location at which approaching drivers must stop. Question 24. When you want to make a right turn, your car must be: Option A, near the center of the street. Option B, close to the left side of the street. Option C, close to the right side of the street. Option D, past the center of the intersection when you begin to turn. The correct answer is option C, close to the right side of the street. Explanation: as you prepare to make a right turn, you should get as far to the right side of the road as possible. Do not cut across lanes of traffic to perform any turn. Question 25. People driving under the influence of alcohol are: Option A, not a problem in New York State. Option B, every driver's problem. Option C, a police enforcement problem only. Option D, only a problem to those who drink. The correct answer is option B, every driver's problem. Explanation: every impaired or intoxicated driver is dangerous, both to themselves and to others on the road. Question 26. What is off-tracking? Option A, when a vehicle's front wheels follow a different path than its rear wheels. Option B, when a vehicle's wheels all follow the exact same path. Option C, when a load shifts during a turn. Option D, when a vehicle's wheels run over a curb during a turn. The correct answer is option A, when a vehicle's front wheels follow a different path than its rear wheels. Explanation: when a vehicle goes around a corner, the rear wheels follow a different path than the front wheels. This is known as off-tracking or cheating. Question 27. When meeting a car with blinding headlights, you should: Option A, use your bright headlight until the other vehicle dims theirs. Option B, look toward the right side of the road. Option C, flash your light on and off to warn the other driver. Option D, dim your light and speed up to pass quickly. The correct answer is option B, look toward the right side of the road. Explanation: if a vehicle is coming toward you with its high beams on, look away from the headlights and glance toward the right side of the road until the car has passed. This will keep you from being blinded. Question 28. During a trip, which shutoff valves should be open? Option A, all shutoff valves should be open. Option B, the rear shutoff valves should be open. Option C, all shutoff valves should be in the open position except the rear shutoff valves. Option D, no shutoff valves should be open. The correct answer is option C, all shutoff valves should be in the open position except the rear shutoff valves. Explanation: when starting a trip, be sure that all shutoff valves are in the open position except for the last valves on the rear trailer. It is important that air reaches the brakes on all trailers and that the air is not able to escape from the back of the vehicle. Question 29. Compared to driving during the day, driving at night is: Option A, less dangerous. Option B, no more or less dangerous. Option C, more dangerous. Option D, easier on your eyes. The correct answer is option C, more dangerous. Explanation: driving at night is more dangerous than driving during the day for several reasons. It is harder to see in the dark, you may be temporarily blinded by the glare from other vehicles' lights, and there are likely to be more drivers on the road who are tired or under the influence. Question 30. You are stopped at a railroad crossing where a train has just passed. You should: Option A, look and listen for another approaching train, then cross the tracks if they are clear. Option B, assume no other trains are approaching. Option C, quickly start to cross the tracks. Option D, wait 20 seconds before crossing the tracks. The correct answer is option A, look and listen for another approaching train, then cross the tracks if they are clear. Explanation: When the last car of a train passes through a railroad crossing where you are waiting, do not proceed until you are sure no train is coming on another track from either direction. After you are certain the tracks are clear, you may cross. Question 31. When backing, a helper. Option A, should be used whenever possible. Option B, often adds to the confusion of backing. Option C, should only be used if the driver is not feeling confident. Option D, would likely get in the way. The correct answer is option A, should be used whenever possible. Explanation: backing up is always dangerous because you cannot see everything behind your vehicle. Whenever possible, use the helper who can monitor your blind spots. Question 32. Your body gets rid of approximately. Option A, 3 alcoholic drinks an hour. Option B, 1 alcoholic drink an hour. Option C, 2 alcoholic drinks an hour. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option B, 1 alcoholic drink an hour. Explanation: the average person's body will process about 1 alcoholic drink in 1 hour. However, many factors play a part in determining how impaired a person will become when consuming alcohol, including the amount of alcohol consumed, how fast it is consumed, and a person's body weight, food intake, and general health. Question 33. What should you do with loose objects in your motor vehicle? Option A, place them on the back seat. Option B, put them on the floor near the driver's seat. Option C, secure them to avoid additional driving hazards. Option D, keep them on a back shelf in your vehicle. The correct answer is option D, keep them on a back shelf in your vehicle. Explanation: make sure that there are no packages or other objects on the rear shelf or back seat that could injure someone in the event of a sudden stop or crash. Make sure there are no objects on the floor that could roll under the brake pedal or accelerator and interfere with your safe driving. Secure all loose objects in the vehicle before driving. Question 34. When approaching a curve in the road, drivers should. Option A, immediately accelerate. Option B, continue slowing down until they are driving straight again. Option C, slow down before reaching the curve and accelerate once passing the middle of the curve. Option D, slow down only if the road conditions are less than ideal. The correct answer is option C, slow down before reaching the curve and accelerate once passing the middle of the curve. Explanation: always slow down before reaching a curve and accelerate only after passing the middle of the curve. If you drive too fast, the tires will not be able to grip the road and your vehicle will skid. Question 35. When you park parallel to a curb or edge of roadway, you must. Option A, park within 24 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Option B, park within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Option C, park facing oncoming traffic. Option D, park at an angle with the front of your vehicle facing out. The correct answer is option B, park within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Explanation: when parking on a public road, you must park parallel to and within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Your vehicle should be facing in the same direction as the traffic is moving on your side of the road. Question 36. How should you check your hydraulic brakes? Option A, pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should not move. Option B, pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should slowly move toward the floor. Option C, pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should slowly rise. Option D, pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should be easy to push to the floor. The correct answer is option A, pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should not move. Explanation: to test hydraulic brakes, you should pump the brake pedal 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal and hold for 5 seconds. The pedal should not move. If it does, there may be a leak. Question 37. When driving through a curve during the skills test, you should. Option A, veer from your lane if needed to complete the curve. Option B, reduce your speed after entering the curve. Option C, refrain from looking for other vehicles while turning. Option D, reduce your speed before entering the curve. The correct answer is option B, reduce your speed after entering the curve. Explanation: when approaching a curve during the on-road driving skills test, you must reduce your speed sufficiently before entering the curve so that you do not need to further brake or shift in the curve. Keep the vehicle in its lane and continue to check for traffic in all directions. Question 38. Unless otherwise posted, the speed limit is blank on limited access highways. Option A, 70 miles per hour. Option B, 55 miles per hour. Option C, 45 miles per hour. Option D, 30 miles per hour. The correct answer is option 70 miles per hour. Explanation: unless otherwise posted, the speed limit on limited access highways is 70 miles per hour. If a posted sign indicates otherwise, follow the speed limit on the posted sign. Question 39. At an uncontrolled intersection, you must: Option A, take the right-of-way cautiously. Option B, wait for other drivers to signal for you to go. Option C, slow down and yield to any vehicle already in the intersection and to the drivers who arrived before you. Option D, speed up and clear the intersection quickly. The correct answer is option C, slow down and yield to any vehicle already in the intersection and to the drivers who arrived before you. Explanation: at an intersection where there is no stop sign, yield sign, or traffic signal, drivers must yield to vehicles in the intersection and to those which arrived first. Question 40. An approaching driver fails to dim their high beam headlights. Where should you look? Option A, at the wheels of the approaching vehicle. Option B, toward the right side of the road. Option C, toward the left side of the road. Option D, straight down the middle of the road. The correct answer is option B, toward the right side of the road. Explanation: if an approaching driver fails to dim their high beams, glance toward the right side of the road. This will keep you from being blinded by the other vehicle's headlights and will allow you to see enough of the road to stay on course until the other vehicle has passed. Question 41. Your license will be suspended if you accumulate blank points in a period of 12 months. Option A, 12 or more. Option B, 10 or more. Option C, 15 or more. Option D, 20 or more. The correct answer is option 12 or more. Explanation: points are added to your driving record when you are convicted of a traffic violation. Accumulating 12 or more points in a 12-month period, or 18 points in a 24-month period, results in a mandatory suspension or revocation of driving privileges. Question 42. When entering a street from a driveway, you: Option A, must drive slowly to allow approaching vehicles and pedestrians time to get out of your way. Option B, must honk your horn so approaching vehicles and pedestrians know to give you room. Option C, must stop and proceed only when there are no pedestrians or vehicles approaching. Option D, can disregard any pedestrians if there is no sidewalk. The correct answer is option C, must stop and proceed only when there are no pedestrians or vehicles approaching. Explanation: always stop before entering the roadway from a driveway and yield to any approaching vehicles or crossing pedestrians. The stop should be made before crossing the sidewalk area. Failure to stop is unlawful. Question 43. You can practice driving with a valid learner permit. Option A, between 12:01 a.m. and 5 a.m. Option B, between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Option C, between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. Option D, anytime. The correct answer is option C, between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. Explanation: a person with a valid learner permit may not drive between 11 o'clock p.m. and 5 o'clock a.m. Question 44. If you see an edge line that angles inward on a road, it means: Option A, the speed limit is decreasing. Option B, the road is narrowing. Option C, the road is getting wider. Option D, the speed limit is increasing. The correct answer is option B. The road is narrowing. Explanation: if you see an edge line that angles inward on a road, it means the road ahead is becoming narrower. Be sure to merge safely. Question 45. What are the colors of signs that tell you the distance to the next exit on a highway? Option A, yellow with black letters. Option B, black with white letters. Option C, red with white letters. Option D, green with white letters. The correct answer is option D, green with white letters. Explanation: signs providing information about destinations are green with white letters or symbols. Question 46. While driving, spring brakes are generally held in place by option A, air pressure. Option B, chocks. Option C, foundation brakes. Option D, sturdy ties. The correct answer is option A, air pressure. Explanation: while driving, spring brakes are generally held in place by air pressure. If the air pressure gets low enough, the springs will activate the brakes. Question 47. Dim your high beam headlights when you are within blank of an oncoming vehicle. Option A, 200 feet. Option B, 400 feet. Option C, 500 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option C, 500 feet. Explanation: the glare of headlights from oncoming vehicles can cause the pupil of the eye to contract, restricting visibility. To protect other drivers when driving at night, change your headlights to their low beam setting within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Question 48. If a traffic light has been green for a long time. Option A, it will probably stay green as you approach. Option B, it is likely broken. Option C, it is likely that the light will soon change to yellow. Option D, it is likely the light will skip yellow and change from green to red. The correct answer is option D. It is likely the light will skip yellow and change from green to red. Explanation: if you are approaching a traffic light that has been green for a long time, there is a good chance that it will turn yellow before you reach it. Start slowing down and be ready to stop. Question 49. The driver's left arm and hand are extended downward. This hand signal means that the driver plans to option A, turn left. Option B, turn right. Option C, stop. Option D, start up. The correct answer is option C, so. Explanation: if a driver's left arm and hand are extended downward, they are indicating that they intend to stop. Adjust your driving accordingly if following a driver who is using this hand signal. Question 50. A steady yellow signal light means option A, the traffic signal is changing from green to red. Option B, you should slam on your brakes. Option C, you should increase your speed. Option D, the car in front of you is going too slowly. The correct answer is option A. The traffic signal is changing from green to red. Explanation: a steady yellow light tells you the traffic signal is changing from green to red. Slow down and stop for a steady yellow light, unless you are already within the intersection or cannot safely stop before entering the intersection. Question 51. You may turn right on red. Option A, when there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Option B, before pedestrians have crossed any intersecting crosswalks. Option C, before coming to a complete stop. Option D, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. The correct answer is option A, when there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Explanation: if you are turning right, you may turn on a red light after coming to a full stop. You may only turn if it is safe to do so and if there is no sign prohibiting the turn on a red light. Be careful of pedestrians crossing in front of your vehicle. Question 52. Which statement about speed is true? Option A, driving too slowly on certain highways can be dangerous. Option B, speeding can kill. Option C, speeding is not dangerous if you are a skilled driver. Option D, both driving too slowly on certain highways can be dangerous and speeding can kill. The correct answer is option A. Driving too slowly on certain highways can be dangerous. Explanation: as speed increases, the chance of a fatality increases. If you are moving faster than 80 miles per hour, you have almost no chance of living through a crash. Driving more slowly than other traffic can also be dangerous because other motorists may become impatient and make dangerous moves to pass you. Question 53. When you are being tailgated, option A, move over to the right if there is an open lane to your right. Option B, if there is not an open lane to your right, wait until the way is clear ahead and reduce your speed slowly to encourage the tailgater to drive around you. Option C, never slow down abruptly. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, never slow down abruptly. Explanation: if you are being tailgated by another driver and there is a right lane, move over to the right. If there is no right lane, wait until the road ahead is clear and then reduce your speed slowly. This will encourage the tailgater to drive around you. Never slow down abruptly, as this will only increase the risk of your vehicle being hit from behind. Question 54. Driving at night is option A, safer than driving during the day. Option B, just as safe as driving during the day. Option C, more dangerous than driving during the day. Option D, discouraged. The correct answer is option C, more dangerous than driving during the day. Explanation: driving at night is more dangerous than driving during the day. It is more difficult for drivers to see hazards. The glare of headlights can affect drivers' vision, and there are more fatigued and impaired drivers on the road. Question 55. If your trailer begins to drift off course while you are backing, you should: option A, continue trying to back up without stopping. Option B, turn the top of your steering wheel in the direction of the drift. Option C, turn the top of the steering wheel in the direction opposite of the drift. Option D, return the steering wheel to the 12 o'clock position. The correct answer is option B, turn the top of your steering wheel in the direction of the drift. Explanation: if your trailer begins to drift while you are backing, you should correct the drift immediately by turning the top of the steering wheel in the direction of the drift. Question 56. Teenagers should try to get at least blank of sleep each night to avoid the risk of crashing due to lack of sleep. Option A, 7 hours. Option B, 6 hours. Option C, 8 hours. Option D, 9 hours. The correct answer is option C, 8 hours. Explanation: teenagers who get less than 8 hours of sleep per night are at an increased risk of crashing their vehicles when driving. Question 57. What color are pavement markings that separate traffic lanes moving in opposite direction? Option A, yellow. Option B, white. Option C, yellow and white. Option D, yellow, white, and black. The correct answer is option A, yellow. Explanation: yellow lines are used in the center of the road to separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. Question 58. Unless a sign prohibits it, you may turn right on a red light if you: option A, stop and turn from the lane farthest to the right. Option B, yield to pedestrians before turning. Option C, use your turn signal. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, yield to pedestrians before turning. Explanation: you may turn right during a red light if no signs prohibit it. When turning on red, come to a complete stop, activate your turn signal, yield to all traffic and pedestrians, and then proceed safely. Any turn should be made from the lane closest to the direction of the turn. Question 59. When you drive through an area where children are playing, you should expect them: option A, to know when it is safe to cross the street. Option B, to stop at the curb before crossing the street. Option C, to run out in front of you without looking. Option D, not to cross the street unless they are with an adult. The correct answer is option C, to run out in front of you without looking. Explanation: you should always reduce your speed and use extra caution when children are in the vicinity. They may fail to understand the danger and may run out in front of you without looking. Question 60. Be sure you are always driving so your vehicle can stop. Option A, within 10 feet of your current position. Option B, within 1,000 feet of your current position. Option C, within your view of the road ahead. Option D, immediately. The correct answer is option C, within your view of the road ahead. Explanation: always be sure that you are driving in a manner that will allow your vehicle to come to a complete stop, if necessary, within the area of the road ahead that you are able to see. Question 61. A chemical test is used to measure. Option A, reaction time. Option B, blood alcohol content. Option C, vision. Option D, driving ability. The correct answer is option B, blood alcohol content. Explanation: blood alcohol content (BAC) is normally determined by chemical test of breath, blood, urine, or saliva. However, a chemical test is not necessary to prove that you were intoxicated or impaired. The testimony of a police officer about how you were driving or your appearance and behavior when arrested can provide enough evidence to convict you, even without a chemical test. Question 62. When parallel parking, you should park within blank inches of the curb. Option A, 10. Option B, 12. Option C, 18. Option D, 24. The correct answer is option C, 18. Explanation: when parallel parking your vehicle, your wheels should be within 18 inches of the curb. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 63. When driving near light rail vehicles, always. Option A, expect trains on any track at any time. Option B, pay attention and obey all traffic signs. Option C, be careful turning across train tracks. Option D, all of these. The correct answer is option C, be careful turning across train tracks. Explanation: when driving near a light rail system, you should expect trains on a track at any time. Always obey signs and traffic signals. Always look both ways before turning across train tracks, and don't cross train tracks unless you have enough room to cross without stopping and can clear the tracks to a safe distance. Question 64. You may pass another vehicle on the right if it is waiting to. Option A, turn right. Option B, turn left. Option C, park at the curb. Option D, turn into a driveway on the right. The correct answer is option A, turn right. Explanation: while you generally may pass only on the left, there are certain conditions under which passing on the right is permitted. You should only pass on the right if you can do so safely and you do not need to drive on or across the shoulder or edge line of the road. One situation where passing on the right is allowed is when the vehicle in front of you is making a left turn. Question 65. With a properly adjusted mirror, you can see. Option A, only the lane beside you. Option B, only the lane behind you. Option C, the lane behind you and part of the lane next to you. Option D, everything behind and to the side of your motorcycle. The correct answer is option A, only the lane beside you. Explanation: you should adjust your mirror so you can see the lane behind you and as much as possible of the lane next to you. Properly adjusted mirrors are an important part of remaining aware of your surroundings while on the road. Question 66. When is it permissible to text while driving? Option A, at any time when the driver is under age 18. Option B, at any time when the driver is age 18 or older. Option C, if the driver can send a text without looking at their phone. Option D, only in emergencies. The correct answer is option C, if the driver can send a text without looking at their phone. Explanation: drivers may not use a cell or mobile telephone for text messaging while driving unless it is in an emergency. Looking away from the road for any amount of time increases the possibility of a collision. Question 67. What do headers do? Option A, protect the driver during a crash. Option B, provide a place for storage. Option C, ensure that controls are accessible. Option D, act as wind guards. The correct answer is option A, protect the driver during a crash. Explanation: Front-end header boards protect the driver from the forward motion of their cargo in the event of a crash or emergency stop. Question 68. The driver's left arm and hand are extended upward. This hand signal means that the driver plans to: Option A, turn left. Option B, turn right. Option C, come to a stop. Option D, go straight ahead. The correct answer is option B, turn right. Explanation: if a driver's left arm and hand are extended upward, they are indicating that they intend to turn right. Adjust your driving accordingly if following a driver who is using this hand signal. Question 69. If a person under 21 years of age consumes alcohol but is not driving a motor vehicle, the penalty for a first offense is: Option A, a 90-day driver license suspension and up to a $500 fine. Option B, a 6-month probation. Option C, a sentence to a corrections institution. Option D, points on their driving record. The correct answer is option A, a 90-day driver license suspension and up to a $500 fine. Explanation: the minimum penalties for a first underage drinking offense are a fine of up to $500 plus court costs and a 90-day suspension. Question 70. Starting in which year were newly manufactured trailers required to have ABS? Option A, 1972. Option B, 1987. Option C, 1998. Option D, 2004. The correct answer is option C, 1998. Explanation: all trailers and converter dollies manufactured on or after March 1, 1998 must be equipped with anti-lock braking systems ABS. Question 71. If involved in an accident, a driver should: Option A, stop their vehicle at or near the scene. Option B, not stand or walk in traffic lanes. Option C, turn off the ignitions of wrecked vehicles. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, not stand or walk in traffic lanes. Explanation: if you are involved in an accident, you must stop at or near the scene. Move your vehicle out of the way of traffic, if possible. Do not stand or walk in traffic lanes as you could be struck by another vehicle. Turn off the ignitions of wrecked vehicles. Question 72. When passing another vehicle on a road with two lanes traveling in opposite directions, you should: Option A, return to the driving lane when there's enough room between you and the vehicle you passed. Option B, remain in the left lane if you intend to turn left. Option C, return to the right side of the roadway immediately. Option D, drive in either lane. The correct answer is option A, return to the driving lane when there's enough room between you and the vehicle you passed. Explanation: when passing another vehicle on a two-lane roadway, you must return to the right side of the roadway when there is enough room between you and the vehicle you have passed. Question 73. Child restraints are required for: Option A, infants and children who are under the age of 4 and / or weigh less than 40 pounds. Option B, all children if the driver of the car is their parent or guardian. Option C, all children who are seated in the front seat of a car. Option D, all children who are under the age of 6 when airbags are not available. The correct answer is option A, infants and children who are under the age of 4 and / or weigh less than 40 pounds. Explanation: infants and children who are under the age of 4 and / or weigh less than 40 pounds must be properly restrained in an approved child safety seat. Any child who is at least 4 years of age but less than 8 years of age must be properly restrained in a booster seat, unless they are 4'9" or taller. Question 74. When driving through a work zone, it is a good safety practice to: Option A, drive closely to the vehicle in front of you to keep traffic flowing freely. Option B, shorten your usual following distance by about 1/2. Option C, turn on your cruise control. Option D, double your usual following distance. The correct answer is option D, double your usual following distance. Explanation: the most common type of crash in work zones is the rear-end collision. To avoid this hazard, It is recommended that you double your following distance as you approach a work zone. Question 75. If your vehicle is equipped with airbags, you should: Option A. Move your seat back so that you are at least 10 inches from the steering wheel. Option B. Buckle up. Option C. Tilt the steering wheel downward, if possible, so the airbag points toward your chest instead of your head or neck. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option A. Move your seat back so that you are at least 10 inches from the steering wheel. Explanation: if your vehicle is equipped with airbags, you should still buckle up and make sure that your passengers do the same. You should move your seat back so that you are at least 10 inches from the steering wheel. If possible, tilt the wheel downwards so that it points toward your chest instead of toward your head and neck. Question 76. As alcohol builds up in your blood, is: Option A. Slows down your reactions. Option B. Makes you feel less confident. Option C. Begins to metabolize itself more quickly. Option D. Decreases the number of driving errors. The correct answer is option B. Makes you feel less confident. Explanation: as alcohol builds up in your system, it will slow your reactions, make you feel more confident, and cause you to make more errors. Question 77. If your vehicle begins to skid, you should: Option A. Overcorrect. Option B. Turn your steering wheel into traffic. Option C. Turn your steering wheel in the direction of the skid. Option D. Release the steering wheel. The correct answer is option C. Turn your steering wheel in the direction of the skid. Explanation: if your vehicle begins to skid, remain calm. Steer in the direction of the skid. Question 78. As you enter an intersection, the traffic light turns yellow. You should: Option A. Stop and back up. Option B. Accelerate. Option C. Stop as quickly as possible. Option D. Cautiously pass through the intersection. The correct answer is option A. Stop and back up. Explanation: when a traffic light turns yellow, approaching drivers must slow down and stop. If you are already within the intersection, or are so close to the intersection that you cannot stop safely, you may proceed through the intersection with extreme caution. Question 79. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the best thing to do is to: Option A. Get some coffee. Option B. Open your window. Option C. Stop driving. Option D. Turn on the radio. The correct answer is option C. Stop driving. Explanation: being fatigued while driving is similar in danger to driving under the influence of alcohol. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the best thing to do is to stop driving. Question 80. If you were stopped by a police officer, you should: Option A. Unbuckle your seat belt and lower your window. Option B. Get your paperwork ready before the officer reaches your car. Option C. Stay in your vehicle with your hands on the steering wheel and wait for the officer to approach you. Option D. Get out of your car and walk toward the patrol car. The correct answer is option C. Stay in your vehicle with your hands on the steering wheel and wait for the officer to approach you. Explanation: if you are stopped by the police, keep your hands on the wheel and ask any passengers to keep their hands in view as well. You should remain in the vehicle unless the police officer asks you to get out. Wait until the officer asks you to retrieve your driver license, registration, and insurance cards. Question 81. To correct a drive wheel braking skid, a driver should do all of the following except that: Option A. Remove your foot from the brake pedal. Option B. Turn quickly in the direction of the skid. Option C. Countersteer after the vehicle is back on course. Option D. Accelerate. The correct answer is option A. Remove your foot from the brake pedal. Explanation: to correct a drive wheel braking skid, you should first remove your foot from the brake pedal to allow the locked wheels to begin rolling again. Quickly steer in the direction you want to go, then countersteer to prevent your vehicle from skidding in the opposite direction. Question 82. When approached by an emergency vehicle that is using its siren and slash or flashing lights, a driver must immediately: Option A. Pull to the right and stop. Option B. Pull to the right and slow down. Option C, pull to the right and turn on their vehicle's four-way flashers. Option D, stop and let the emergency vehicle pass. The correct answer is option D, stop and let the emergency vehicle pass. Explanation: when you are approached by an emergency vehicle that is using its lights, sirens, and slash or other warning devices, you must immediately drive to the right side of the road and stop. Question 83. A good defensive driver. Option A, drives slowly at all times. Option B, looks out for the actions of other drivers. Option C, travels at a constant speed. Option D, only drives in familiar areas. The correct answer is option B, looks out for the actions of other drivers. Explanation: even the most experienced drivers can be distracted while driving. A defensive driver looks out for the actions of other drivers and anticipates potential problems. Question 84. Headlights. Option A, are not usually necessary when driving at night. Option B, provide better light than the sun. Option C, should be on the high beam setting whenever possible. Option D, should always be on the high beam setting. The correct answer is option D, should always be on the high beam setting. Explanation: to improve visibility, you should use high beam headlights at night where it is safe and legal to do so. However, the glare from high beam lights can blind other drivers. You should dim your lights to their low beam setting when driving within 500 feet of an approaching vehicle. Question 85. You may turn right on red. Option A, if there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Option B, before pedestrians have crossed any intersecting crosswalks. Option C, before coming to a complete stop. Option D, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. The correct answer is option A, if there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Explanation: at an intersection with a solid red traffic signal, you may turn right after coming to a full stop. You may only turn if it is safe to do so and if there is no sign prohibiting turns on a red light. Be careful of pedestrians crossing in front of your vehicle. Question 86. What does an anti-lock braking system ABS do? Option A, allow the rear wheels to lock up. Option B, allow all wheels to lock up. Option C, help prevent wheel lockup. Option D, alert other motorists when you are braking. The correct answer is option B, allow all wheels to lock up. Explanation: the purpose of an anti-lock braking system ABS is to prevent a vehicle's wheels from locking up when the driver brakes hard on a slippery surface. Question 87. Traffic regulations require drivers to display a turn signal for at least blank before making a turn or lane change. Option A, 50 feet. Option B, 75 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 25 feet. The correct answer is option C, 100 feet. Explanation: turn signals must be displayed for at least 100 feet before changing lanes or turning. It is advisable to signal for a greater distance when driving at increased speeds. Question 88. You should be cautious when passing a bicycle because. Option A, you are moving faster than the bicycle. Option B, the bicycle always has the right of way. Option C, oncoming traffic may not see you pull out to pass the bicycle. Option D, the cyclist may have to swerve into traffic to avoid an object on the road. The correct answer is option D. The cyclist may have to swerve into traffic to avoid an object on the road. Explanation: you should always be cautious when passing a bicycle because the cyclist may have to swerve into traffic to avoid an object on the road. Always be particularly careful when driving near bicyclists. Question 89. When driving under normal conditions at speeds of 30 miles per hour or slower, keep a safe following distance by staying at least blank behind the vehicle in front of you. Option A, 1 second. Option B, 5 seconds. Option C, 6 seconds. Option D, 2 seconds. The correct answer is option B, 5 seconds. Explanation: To maintain a safe following distance, allow a gap of 2 to 4 seconds between you and the vehicle in front of you when driving at speeds of 30 miles per hour or below. Maintain a following distance of at least 4 seconds when driving under normal conditions at faster speeds. Question 90. A yellow and black diamond-shaped sign. Option A warns you about conditions on or near the road. Option B helps direct you to cities and towns ahead. Option C tells you about traffic laws and regulations. Option D tells you about road construction ahead. The correct answer is option A, warns you about conditions on or near the road. Explanation: warning signs, which tell you about conditions on or near the road ahead, are usually diamond-shaped with black symbols or words on a yellow background. Question 91. When entering an expressway behind several other vehicles, it is most important to: Option A, keep your eyes on the vehicle in back of you. Option B, adjust the position and speed of your vehicle to merge into the flow of traffic. Option C, stay as close as possible to the vehicle in front of you. Option D, cancel your turn signal. The correct answer is option B, adjust the position and speed of your vehicle to merge into the flow of traffic. Explanation: always try to merge smoothly when entering an expressway or turning from one road to another. Commercial vehicles may not be able to move over for you, so it is best to match the flow of traffic as closely as possible. Question 92. The road surface often becomes especially slippery during the first half hour of rain because: Option A, dust and oil on the road have not yet washed away. Option B, tires have not yet absorbed the water. Option C, water tends to pool the most at the beginning of a rainfall. Option D, it rains hardest during that time. The correct answer is option A, dust and oil on the road have not yet washed away. Explanation: road surfaces become especially slippery during the first half hour of rain because the dirt and oil on a road surface will not have yet washed away. The combination of water with these materials forms a greasy film that tires cannot properly grasp. Question 93. On a highway, drivers should signal blank before a turn. Option A, 500 feet. Option B, 300 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 50 feet. The correct answer is option of 500 feet. Explanation: when making a turn or lane change, be sure to alert other drivers to your intentions by using your turn signals. On the highway, you should signal at least 500 feet before the turn. Question 94. Many crashes are caused by: Option A, drivers traveling too fast for conditions. Option B, drivers consistently checking their mirrors and blind spots. Option C, drivers yielding the right-of-way. Option D, drivers maintaining a 4-second following distance. The correct answer is option A, drivers traveling too fast for conditions. Explanation: many crashes are caused by drivers who are driving too fast for conditions. Always drive within the legal speed limits and decrease your speed anytime conditions are less than perfect. Question 95. Allowing a space cushion between your vehicle and its surroundings is important because it: Option A, prevents distractions from other vehicles. Option B, allows you time to react to unexpected situations. Option C, keeps traffic flowing at a safe pace. Option D, keeps other drivers alert. The correct answer is option B, allows you time to react to unexpected situations. Explanation: the only way to be sure you will have enough time to react to mistakes made by other drivers is to leave plenty of space between you and the vehicles around you. Question 96. When driving in snowy or icy conditions, you should: Option A, decrease your speed. Option B, increase your speed. Option C, never come to a complete stop. Option D, decrease your following distance. The correct answer is option D, decrease your following distance. Explanation: reduce your speed when roads are snow-covered or icy. Doing this and increasing your following distance while traveling on slippery roads are the best things you can do to avoid crashes and collisions. Question 97. A Class 7 hazardous material is: Option A, explosive. Option B, flammable. Option C, radioactive. Option D, corrosive. The correct answer is option C, radioactive. Explanation: radioactive materials are categorized as Class 7 hazardous materials. Question 98. If two vehicles arrive to an uncontrolled intersection at the same time, option A, the largest vehicle has the right-of-way. Option B, the car on the left has the right-of-way. Option C, the car on the left shall yield to the car on the right. Option D, the car on the right shall yield to the car on the left. The correct answer is option C, the car on the left shall yield to the car on the right. Explanation: if two vehicles arrive at the same time to an uncontrolled intersection, the driver on the left must yield to the driver on the right. The driver on the left may then proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 99. Where is passing prohibited? Option A, in a tunnel. Option B, on a bridge. Option C, in an underpass. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, in a tunnel. Explanation: drivers should not pass in an underpass, on a bridge, or in a tunnel. Drivers should only pass where it is safe and legal to do so. Question 100. When approaching a curve on a narrow road where your view is obstructed, it is best to: Option A, stop the car, get out, and walk around the curve to see what is there. Option B, rapidly turn your headlights on and off several times. Option C, sound your horn and stay close to the right edge of the road while proceeding carefully. Option D, speed up and get around the curve quickly. The correct answer is option C, sound your horn and stay close to the right edge of the road while proceeding carefully. Explanation: Idaho's mountains can create special problems for drivers. If your view is obstructed while driving on a narrow road in the mountains and you are approaching a curve in the roadway, sound your horn and proceed carefully around the curve while remaining close to the right edge of the road. Question 101. Roads become very slippery. Option A, when it has been raining for an hour or more. Option B, the day after it rains. Option C, for the first 10 to 15 minutes of a rainstorm. Option D, right after the rain has stopped. The correct answer is option C, for the first 10 to 15 minutes of a rainstorm. Explanation: pavement can become very slippery within the first 10 to 15 minutes of a rainstorm because the rain causes oil in the asphalt to rise to the surface of the road. This problem becomes even worse in hot weather. The heat combined with the water causes more oil to rise to the road surface. Question 102. When should you use a three-point turnabout? Option A, anytime. Option B, when driving in heavy traffic. Option C, only when driving on a street that is too narrow for you to make a U-turn and you cannot go around the block. Option D, when driving on a one-lane, one-way street. The correct answer is option C, only when driving on a street that is too narrow for you to make a U-turn and you cannot go around the block. Explanation: a three-point turnabout is the most difficult and dangerous way to perform a turnabout. Use it only when the road is too narrow for you to safely make a U-turn and you are not able to go around the block. This type of turn should only be used on a two-lane roadway. Question 103. Curbs painted yellow indicate: Option A, designated free parking areas. Option B, paid parking areas. Option C, no parking zones. Option D, optional parking areas. The correct answer is option A, designated free parking areas. Explanation: some restricted parking areas are designated by painted curbs. Curbs painted yellow may indicate a loading zone, a fire hydrant, or other restrictions prohibiting parking. Question 104. What do large flashing arrow panels indicate? Option A, drivers may stay in their current lane. Option B, there is something to look at in the direction of the arrow. Option C, drivers should merge into the lane indicated by the arrow. Option D, drivers should come to a complete stop. The correct answer is option C, drivers should merge into the lane indicated by the arrow. Explanation: Large flashing or sequential arrow panels are used in construction areas where a lane is closed. Prepare to slow down and merge in the direction indicated by the arrow. Question 105. If you are driving near a motorcycle, you must: Option A, allow the motorcycle to use a complete lane. Option B, drive on the shoulder beside the motorcycle. Option C, allow the motorcycle to use only half of a lane. Option D, pass using the same lane as the motorcycle. The correct answer is option A. Allow the motorcycle to use a complete lane. Explanation: a motorcycle is a full-sized vehicle with the same privileges as any other vehicle on the roadway. You should allow a motorcyclist a full lane width. Although it may seem as though there is enough room in the traffic lane for a larger vehicle and a motorcycle, remember that the motorcycle needs room to maneuver safely. Question 106. When parked on the side of a road, you should: Option A, activate your emergency flashers. Option B, turn off all lights. Option C, open the driver's side door. Option D, stand in the roadway and wave your arms. The correct answer is option A, activate your emergency flashers. Explanation: if you must stop on the side of the road, you should turn on your emergency flashers to alert other road users. This is particularly important at night. Question 107. When approaching a flashing red traffic light, drivers should: Option A, drive through the intersection if there is no crossing traffic. Option B, continue driving as they have the right-of-way. Option C, stop if a police officer is nearby. Option D, treat the light like a stop sign. The correct answer is option D, treat the light like a stop sign. Explanation: flashing red lights are used at dangerous intersections. Treat them like stop signs. Question 108. After starting the engine, oil pressure should reach a normal level. Option A, within a few seconds. Option B, after about a minute. Option C, after about 4 minutes. Option D, within 10 minutes of driving. The correct answer is option A, within a few seconds. Explanation: after you start the engine, keep an eye on the gauges. Oil pressure should rise to a normal level within a few seconds of the engine being started. Question 109. When driving on a freeway entrance ramp, you should look for a gap in freeway traffic by: Option A, looking in the inside rearview mirror only. Option B, looking in the side view mirror only. Option C, looking in both the rear view and side view mirrors. Option D, looking in your mirrors and turning your head to look over your shoulder. The correct answer is option D, looking in your mirrors and turning your head to look over your shoulder. Explanation: when looking for a gap while driving on a highway entrance ramp, look over your shoulder and check your mirrors. Question 110. When using a roundabout or rotary island, drivers should: Option A, yield to entering traffic. Option B, yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Option C, drive in a clockwise direction. Option D, stop within the rotary island. The correct answer is option A, yield to entering traffic. Explanation: a roundabout is a circular intersection that usually does not include a traffic signal and flows in a counterclockwise direction around a central island. Motorists must enter from the right, yielding to traffic already in the roundabout, and follow the circle to the right until the desired roadway is reached. Question 111. When you see an emergency vehicle with flashing lights, you must: Option A, slow down and keep moving in your lane. Option B, keep driving in your lane. Option C, pull to the right curb and stop. Option D, stop exactly where you are. The correct answer is option C, pull to the right curb and stop. Explanation: when you see an emergency vehicle using its lights or hear it using its siren, you must immediately pull over to the curb or side of the road and stop. Question 112. To prevent hydroplaning, you should: Option A, ensure that your tires have good tread depth. Option B, ensure that your tires are properly inflated. Option C, reduce your speed when driving in the rain. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. Ensure that your tires have good tread depth. Explanation: to prevent hydroplaning, you should ensure that the tires on your vehicle have good tread depth and are inflated to the proper pressure. Reduce the speed of your vehicle when driving in the rain. Hydroplaning occurs most frequently at higher speeds. Question 113. A solid white line down the center of a two-lane road indicates. Option A. Lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option B. Lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Option C. Lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option D. Lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option C. Lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Explanation: white lines are used to separate traffic moving in the same direction. Solid lines indicate that drivers are not permitted to pass. Question 114. When changing lanes on a multi-lane roadway, you should. Option A. Honk your horn to let drivers behind you know you might not be able to see them. Option B. Slow down to shrink your blind spot. Option C. Look in your mirrors before staring straight ahead. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is option B. Slow down to shrink your blind spot. Explanation: before changing lanes on a multi-lane roadway, you should check your mirrors and blind spots. Check your blind spot by looking over your shoulder in the direction that you are moving. Question 115. A traffic light displaying a green arrow and a red light means that. Option A. You may only drive straight ahead. Option B. You may drive only in the direction of the green arrow. Option C. You must wait for a solid green light to proceed in any direction. Option D. Vehicles moving in any direction must stop. The correct answer is option B. You may drive only in the direction of the green arrow. Explanation: if a green arrow is shown with a red light, you can only drive in the direction of the arrow and only if the intersection is clear. Question 116. What are the 4 steps to safely completing a turn? Option A. Slow, shift, look, and lurch. Option B. Slow, look, press, and roll. Option C. Press, lean, turn, and grip. Option D. Shift, lean, tuck, and roll. The correct answer is option B. Slow, look, press, and roll. Explanation: to safely complete a turn, a rider should slow, look, press, and roll. The rider should reduce their speed when approaching the turn and look through the turn to where they want to go. They should press the handle grip in the direction of the turn and roll on the throttle through the turn to stabilize suspension. Question 117. In the hazardous materials table, column 2 lists. Option A. The names of materials. Option B. Where materials originate. Option C. Special provisions for materials. Option D. Materials manufacturers. The correct answer is option A. The names of materials. Explanation: column 2 of the hazardous materials table lists the proper shipping names and descriptions of regulated materials. Question 118. What is sleep debt? Option A. When you fall behind on sleep. Option B. When you want to take a nap. Option C. Excess sleep. Option D. The amount of time it takes to get ready to drive after sleeping. The correct answer is option A. When you fall behind on sleep. Explanation: you can build up a debt of sleep if you do not sleep for adequate amounts of time. You can only catch up on the time that you owe by getting more sleep. Question 119. An octagonal sign is always a. Option A. Speed limit sign. Option B. Stop sign. Option C. Hospital sign. Option D. Railroad warning sign. The correct answer is option B. Stop sign. Explanation: octagonal signs are always stop signs. Come to a complete stop when approaching a red, 8-sided sign. Question 120. The trailer hand valve should be used. Option A. To test the trailer brakes. Option B. to check the connection between the trailer and tractor. Option C, to accelerate. Option D, to test the lights on the trailer. The correct answer is option A, to test the trailer brakes. Explanation: the trailer hand valve, also called the trolley valve or Johnson bar, is used to work the trailer brakes. It should be used only to test the brakes. Question 121. At an intersection, a signal showing a green arrow and a red light means: Option A, you may safely turn in the direction of the arrow. Option B, stop, then proceed straight through the intersection. Option C, stop, even if turning in the direction of the green arrow. Option D, all traffic must turn in the direction of the arrow. The correct answer is option A. You may safely turn in the direction of the arrow. Explanation: a green arrow means that you can safely turn in the direction of the arrow. If other vehicles or pedestrians are already in the intersection, you must yield the right-of-way before turning. Question 122. Under ideal driving conditions, a driver should maintain a minimum following distance of: Option A, 1 second. Option B, 2 seconds. Option C, 3 seconds. Option D, 10 seconds. The correct answer is option C, 3 seconds. Explanation: to help you maintain a safe following distance, you should follow the 3-second plus rule. If the vehicle in front of you passes an object 3 seconds before your vehicle reaches the same object, you are likely driving with a safe following distance. Extend your following distance anytime conditions are less than ideal. Question 123. When slowing for a normal stop, you should: Option A, use only the rear brake. Option B, use less throttle and apply only the front brake. Option C, shift down through the gears as you slow. Option D, pull in the clutch and coast. The correct answer is option C, shift down through the gears as you slow. Explanation: you should shift down through the gears with the clutch as you slow or stop. When braking, always use both brakes. Question 124. What happens when a vehicle hydroplanes? Option A, the tires lose contact with the road. Option B, the tires have extra traction. Option C, the vehicle is easier to control. Option D, the vehicle becomes heavier. The correct answer is option A, the tires lose contact with the road. Explanation: hydroplaning occurs when a vehicle's tires lose contact with the road's surface and instead glide along on a film of water above the surface of the road. Question 125. If someone has consumed alcoholic drinks, what will help the person overcome the influence of those drinks? Option A, tomato juice and lime. Option B, hot coffee. Option C, fresh air. Option D, only time. The correct answer is option D, only time. Explanation: only the passage of time will allow a person to overcome the influence of alcohol. Question 126. During school hours, the speed limit is blank in a school zone. Option A, 10 miles per hour. Option B, 15 miles per hour. Option C, 25 miles per hour. Option D, 30 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, 15 miles per hour. Explanation: a 5-sided sign indicates that you are in a school zone and must slow to a speed of 15 miles per hour during specified hours and when children are present. Be sure to drive with extra caution when driving in an area where children are present. Question 127. When approaching a traffic signal displaying a flashing yellow arrow, drivers: Option A, should merge into a lane in the direction of the arrow. Option B, should come to a complete stop. Option C, may turn left after yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Option D, have the right-of-way and may expect oncoming traffic to stop for them. The correct answer is option C, may turn left after yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Explanation: a flashing yellow arrow indicates that left turns are allowed in the direction of the arrow. However, the oncoming traffic has a green light and you must yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Question 128. The sign with this shape and color is a blank sign. Option A, no passing zone. Option B, wrong way. Option C, railroad crossing. Option D, stop. The correct answer is option A, no passing zone. Explanation: pennant-shaped warning signs like this are only used to indicate a no passing zone. Question 129. Shut-off valve. Option A is located on the front of a trailer. Option B is located on the instrument panel. Option C prevents air from escaping an air brake system. Option D should always be open. The correct answer is option C, prevents air from escaping an air brake system. Explanation: shut-off valves are used in air supply lines to control the passage of air from one trailer to another. The rear shut-off valve should always be closed to prevent air from leaving the braking system. Question 130. You do not need to stop your vehicle for a frozen dessert truck when Option A, it shows flashing red lights. Option B, it shows a stop signal arm. Option C, a person is crossing the roadway to or from the frozen dessert truck. Option D, driving on a dual highway if you're on the opposite side of a safety island or median. The correct answer is option D, driving on a dual highway if you're on the opposite side of a safety island or median. Explanation: if an ice cream or frozen dessert truck is flashing its red lights and posting a stop signal arm, you must stop and drive past it no more than 15 miles per hour, unless you are driving on a dual highway on the opposite side of a safety island or raised median. Question 131. What is tire load? Option A, the maximum air pressure of a specific tire. Option B, the maximum safe weight that a tire can carry at a specified pressure. Option C, the minimum safe weight that can be carried by a tire. Option D, the average weight of tires on a vehicle. The correct answer is option B, the maximum safe weight that a tire can carry at a specified pressure. Explanation: tire load is the maximum safe weight that can be carried by a tire at a specified pressure. This number is stated on the side of each tire. Question 132. If a vehicle using high beams comes toward you, you should look toward blank of the road. Option A, either side. Option B, the center. Option C, the right side. Option D, the left side. The correct answer is option C, the right side. Explanation: if a vehicle approaching you is using its high beams and fails to dim them, you should glance toward the right side of the road. This will keep you from being blinded by the other vehicle's headlights and will allow you to see well enough to stay on your course until the vehicle passes. Question 133. When driving on a snow-covered road, you should maintain a minimum following distance of Option A, 9 seconds. Option B, 6 seconds. Option C, 3 seconds. Option D, 1 second. The correct answer is option B, 6 seconds. Explanation: if driving on a snow-covered roadway, you should maintain a following distance of at least 6 seconds. When driving on any slippery surface, you should extend your usual following distance. Question 134. When you press the brake pedal in a vehicle with S-cam brakes, air pressure pushes out the rod and moves the Option A, slack adjuster. Option B, axle. Option C, brake drum. Option D, alcohol evaporator. The correct answer is option A, slack adjuster. Explanation: when pressing the brake pedal in a vehicle with S-cam brakes, air will enter the brake chambers. The added air pressure will push out the rods and move slack adjusters, twisting the brake camshafts. Question 135. It is unlawful to Option A, pass a school bus that is using its flashing red lights and has its stop arm extended. Option B, pass within 100 feet of any intersection. Option C, pass within 100 feet of any railroad crossing. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, pass within 100 feet of any railroad crossing. Explanation: there are a number of situations where it is unlawful for drivers to pass. Drivers may not pass a school bus that is loading or unloading children. Passing is prohibited within 100 feet of a railroad crossing, within 100 feet of an intersection, and within any other designated no passing zone. Question 136. An in-school zone sign indicates: Option A, that the speed limit is 20 miles per hour. Option B, the beginning of a reduced speed zone. Option C, the increased possibility of encountering pedestrians. Option D, the end of a reduced speed zone. The correct answer is option D, the end of a reduced speed zone. Explanation: do not exceed the school zone speed limit during indicated times. The end of a reduced speed school zone will be indicated by an in-school zone regulatory sign. Question 137. Off-ramps. Option A, are usually safe for trucks. Option B, can be dangerous for trucks. Option C, should not be used by trucks. Option D, should be used only if following another vehicle. The correct answer is option B, can be dangerous for trucks. Explanation: the combination of slopes and curves can make freeway on and off-ramps dangerous for trucks. Remember that posted speed limits on ramps may be safe to be driven by cars but too fast to be driven by large or heavily loaded vehicles. Question 138. You should never park a vehicle. Option A, within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Option B, within 20 feet of a crosswalk. Option C, within 30 feet of any flashing signal located on the side of a roadway. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Explanation: locations where it is prohibited to park include within 50 feet of a railroad crossing, within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection, and within 30 feet of a signal light, stop sign, or flashing beacon on the side of the roadway. Question 139. When using the controlled braking method in an emergency situation, you should: Option A, apply the brakes as hard as possible without locking the wheels. Option B, apply the brakes with about half of your usual force. Option C, apply the brakes so the wheels lock. Option D, apply the brakes with minimal pressure. The correct answer is option A, apply the brakes as hard as possible without locking the wheels. Explanation: the controlled braking method for emergency stops involves applying the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. Keep steering wheel movement small when braking in this way. Question 140. You may not park within blank of a crosswalk. Option A, 20 feet. Option B, 30 feet. Option C, 40 feet. Option D, 50 feet. The correct answer is option A, 20 feet. Explanation: drivers may not park within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 141. If a traffic light is out of order, drivers should: Option A, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Option B, treat the intersection as a roundabout. Option C, drive without stopping but proceed with caution. Option D, assume they have the right-of-way. The correct answer is option A, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Explanation: if a traffic light is out of order, drivers should treat the intersection as a four-way stop. The driver who arrives at the intersection first has the right-of-way. Question 142. Dry bulk tanks. Option A, usually have low centers of gravity. Option B, usually have high centers of gravity. Option C, usually are not allowed to cross railroad tracks. Option D, cannot be driven on interstates. The correct answer is option B, usually have high centers of gravity. Explanation: dry bulk tanks require special care when being driven because they have high centers of gravity. Drivers should also be careful because the materials being carried can easily shift in transit, causing a change in the vehicle's handling. Question 143. Headlights must be used. Option A, after 6 p.m. and before 7 a.m. Option B, after 7 p.m. and before 8 a.m. Option C, after 8 p.m. and before 7 a.m. during daylight savings time. Option D, from sunset to sunrise. The correct answer is option D, from sunset to sunrise. Explanation: you must have your headlights turned on when driving from a half hour after sunset until a half hour before sunrise. Turn on your headlights when driving in lowered visibility situations. Question 144. By law, a driver must signal at least blank before a turn or lane change. Option A, 10 feet. Option B, 30 feet. Option C, 50 feet. Option D, 100 feet. The correct answer is option D, 100 feet. Explanation: you are legally required to signal not less than 100 feet before making a turn or lane change. In general, signaling 3 to 5 seconds in advance will ensure that you meet this requirement. If your vehicle's signal lights are not working, you must use hand signals. Question 145. If confronted by an aggressive driver, you should: Option A, make eye contact with the driver. Option B, react to the driver's gestures. Option C, challenge the driver to a road race. Option D, ignore the driver if possible. The correct answer is option A, make eye contact with the driver. Explanation: if you encounter an aggressive driver, the most important thing to do is get out of their way if possible. Do not provoke the driver by challenging them or making eye contact, and do not let yourself be provoked by rude gestures they might make. Question 146. Pull out the trailer air supply control to test. Option A, the parking brake. Option B, the trailer emergency brakes. Option C, the trailer service brakes. Option D, the landing gear. The correct answer is option B, the trailer emergency brakes. Explanation: be sure to test the trailer emergency brakes before beginning a trip. After ensuring that the trailer rolls freely, you can test the emergency brakes by pulling out the trailer air supply control or placing it in an emergency position. Pull forward slightly with the tractor and make sure the trailer does not move. Question 147. It is against the law for anyone under the age of 21 to blank alcohol. Option A, wear clothing advertising. Option B, be in the presence of. Option C, consume. Option D, serve. The correct answer is option C, consume. Explanation: it is against the law for anyone under 21 to buy or consume alcohol, have it in their possession, or have it in a vehicle that they are driving. Question 148. Hydraulic brakes can fail due to: Option A, a loss of pressure. Option B, cold weather. Option C, driving uphill for long periods of time. Option D, grooves in the roadway. The correct answer is option A, a loss of pressure. Explanation: failure of hydraulic brakes is often caused by a loss of hydraulic pressure. Hydraulic brakes may also fade because of overuse on a long downgrade. Question 149. A 5-ounce glass of wine contains the same amount of alcohol as: Option A, 1 pint of whiskey. Option B, 1 12-ounce can of beer. Option C, a gallon of wine. Option D, a 6-pack of beer. The correct answer is option B, 1 12-ounce can of beer. Explanation: a 5-ounce glass of wine 12% alcohol, a 12-ounce can or bottle of beer, and 1.5 ounces of 86 proof liquor all contain approximately the same amount of alcohol. A person's ability to drive will be equally impaired by the same amount of alcohol no matter what kind of alcoholic beverage they drink. Question 150. Regulatory signs. Option A, are placed in every location where there is a present danger. Option B, indicate what a driver must or must not do. Option C, are diamond-shaped in yellow or green. Option D, may warn drivers that they are approaching a school zone. The correct answer is option B, indicate what a driver must or must not do. Explanation: regulatory signs are often rectangular and white with black markings and are used to indicate what things a driver must or must not do in a designated area. They may display speed limits, prohibit passing or turning, or clarify any other driving regulation. Question 151. In bad weather, increase your following distance to: Option A, 4 seconds. Option B, 3 seconds. Option C, 2 seconds. Option D, 1 second. The correct answer is option A, 4 seconds. Explanation: the more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you will have to react if another driver makes a mistake. Keep a minimum following distance of 4 seconds when driving under poor weather and traffic conditions. Question 152. What does a lane use control signal displaying a flashing yellow X above a reversible lane indicate? Option A, the signal is about to change to a red X. Option B, the signal is about to change to a green arrow. Option C, drivers may use this lane only to turn. Option D, drivers may drive slowly in this lane. The correct answer is option C. Drivers may use this lane only to turn. Explanation: lane use control signals are used when the direction of the flow of traffic in a specific lane changes throughout the day. They are used to show which lanes of traffic are open and closed, as well as to show if toll booths are open or closed. When a lane control signal contains a flashing yellow X, drivers may only use the indicated lane to complete a left turn. Question 153. A red flashing traffic light has the same meaning as a. Option A, solid red light. Option B, stop sign. Option C, yield sign. Option D, caution sign. The correct answer is option B, stop sign. Explanation: a red flashing traffic signal has the same meaning as a stop sign. When approaching a red flashing signal, come to a complete stop and proceed when it is safe to do so. A stop sign may sometimes also be posted where this signal is located. Question 154. When stopped behind a motorcycle, drivers should allow the rider a distance of at least: Option A, 1 full vehicle length. Option B, 3 full vehicle lengths. Option C, 2 feet. Option D, 4 feet. The correct answer is option A, 1 full vehicle length. Explanation: stop a safe distance behind motorcyclists at intersections, signals, or crossings. A full vehicle length is recommended to help prevent impact with the motorcycle should your vehicle be hit from the rear. In dry conditions, motorcycles can stop more quickly than cars, so being aware and alert at all times can help prevent a collision. Question 155. If a traffic light at an intersection is broken or not functioning, you should: Option A, stop and wait for it to be repaired. Option B, stop and wait for a police officer to arrive. Option C, continue as if the intersection is a four-way stop. Option D, continue as you normally would. The correct answer is option C, continue as if the intersection is a four-way stop. Explanation: an intersection with a non-functioning traffic signal should be treated as a four-way stop. Question 156. Passive railroad crossings. Option A, have control devices. Option B, do not have control devices. Option C, should be avoided. Option D, usually have a flagger directing traffic. The correct answer is option A, have control devices. Explanation: passive railroad crossings are not controlled by any traffic control devices. At such crossings, it is entirely a driver's responsibility to determine when it is safe to cross the tracks. Question 157. 2 solid white lines painted across a traffic lane show the boundaries of a crosswalk. As a driver, you should know that: Option A, motor vehicles have the right-of-way over pedestrians and crosswalks. Option B, when pedestrians are in crosswalks, they should be given the right-of-way. Option C, no one has the right-of-way in a crosswalk. Option D, pedestrians are responsible to stay out of the way of all traffic. The correct answer is option C, no one has the right-of-way in a crosswalk. Explanation: crosswalk lines show pedestrians where to safely cross a road or street. Crosswalks may be marked by horizontal lines, vertical lines, or a combination of the two. You must always stop for pedestrians who are in a crosswalk. Question 158. To use the stab braking method, you should: Option A, apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up, release the brakes until the wheels start rolling, then repeat the process. Option B, apply the brakes about halfway, but allow the wheels to keep rolling. Option C. Apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up and the vehicle stops. Option D. Apply the emergency brake until the vehicle starts to slow. The correct answer is option A. Apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up, release the brakes until the wheels start rolling, then repeat the process. Explanation: the stab braking method for emergency stops involves fully applying the brakes until they lock up. The brakes are then released until the wheels start rolling, and then the process is repeated. Question 159. If the rear of your vehicle starts to skid left, you should: Option A. Steer left. Option B. Hit your brakes. Option C. Accelerate. Option D. Steer right. The correct answer is option A. Steer left. Explanation: if your vehicle starts to skid on a wet or icy road, look and steer in the direction you want to go. If the rear of your vehicle is skidding to the left, turn the wheel to the left. If the rear of your vehicle is skidding to the right, turn the wheel to the right. Question 160. When a brake pedal is pressed and the S-cam is turned, the S-cam: Option A. Presses the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. Option B. Tightens the brake drum onto the axle. Option C. Presses the brake lining against the wheel. Option D. Releases air from the air tanks. The correct answer is option A. Presses the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. Explanation: when a brake pedal is pressed and the S-cam is turned, the S-cam presses the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. This causes friction and will cause the vehicle to slow. Question 161. What does a single dashed yellow line separating traffic mean? Option A. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. Option B. Both lanes travel in the same direction. Option C. Drivers may not pass. Option D. Drivers may pass even if it could be dangerous. The correct answer is option C. Drivers may not pass. Explanation: yellow lines separate traffic moving in opposite directions. The single dashed yellow line in the center of a road indicates that vehicles traveling in both directions are permitted to pass. Drivers may only begin a pass if they will not interfere with any oncoming traffic. Question 162. What does a lane control signal with a green arrow above a reversible lane indicate? Option A. The signal is about to change to a red X. Option B. Drivers should not drive in this lane. Option C. Drivers may use this lane only to make a left turn. Option D. Drivers may drive normally in this lane. The correct answer is option D. Drivers may drive normally in this lane. Explanation: lane control signals are used when the direction of the flow of traffic in a specific lane changes throughout the day. They are used to show which lanes of traffic are open and closed, as well as to show if toll booths are open or closed. When a lane control signal contains a green arrow, drivers may drive normally in the indicated lane. Question 163. When approaching a T intersection, drivers: Option A. Should yield the right-of-way to cross traffic. Option B. Have the right-of-way. Option C. Should force their way into traffic. Option D. Should back up and turn around. The correct answer is option A. Should yield the right-of-way to cross traffic. Explanation: when approaching the T intersection while traveling on the street ending at the intersection, you must stop and yield the right-of-way to vehicles on the crossroad. Only proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 164. In a slow, tight turn, you should: Option A. Lean the motorcycle only and keep your body straight. Option B. Keep the motorcycle straight and lean your body. Option C. Lean both the motorcycle and your body. Option D. Not lean either your body or the motorcycle. The correct answer is option A. Lean the motorcycle only and keep your body straight. Explanation: in a normal turn, the motorcycle and rider should lean together. However, in a slow, tight turn, the motorcycle should lean while the rider keeps their body straight up to counterbalance. Question 165. Pennant-shaped signs indicate: Option A. School zones. Option B. No passing zones. Option C, speed limits. Option D, railroad crossings. The correct answer is option B, no passing zones. Explanation: pennant-shaped signs usually indicate no passing zones. Text will also be on the sign to confirm that it is a no passing zone. Question 166. To cross tracks that run parallel to your lane, you should: Option A, edge gradually across the tracks. Option B, cross the tracks at a 90-degree angle. Option C, move away from the tracks, turn, and cross at an angle of at least 45 degrees. Option D, wait for the tracks to end. The correct answer is option C, move away from the tracks, turn, and cross at an angle of at least 45 degrees. Explanation: to safely cross trolley tracks, railroad tracks, ruts, or pavement seams running parallel to your lane, move to a lane position that will allow you to cross them at an angle of at least 45 degrees. Then, make a quick, sharp turn. If you try to edge across, the tracks or seam could catch your tires and throw you off balance. Question 167. When parallel parking, you should park within blank of the curb. Option A, 10 inches. Option B, 12 inches. Option C, 18 inches. Option D, 24 inches. The correct answer is option B, 12 inches. Explanation: when parallel parking your vehicle, your wheels should be parallel to and within 12 inches of the curb. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 168. When you are being passed, you should: Option A, ride in the center portion of the lane. Option B, ride in the left portion of the lane. Option C, ride in the right portion of the lane. Option D, weave among the three portions of the lane as the vehicle passes. The correct answer is option A, ride in the center portion of the lane. Explanation: when being passed, it is generally a good idea to ride in the center portion of your lane. Being on the side nearest the passing vehicle increases your risk of a collision. Being on the side farthest from the passing vehicle may prompt the other driver to merge back into your lane before it is safe. Question 169. Allow room for vehicles merging onto the freeway by: Option A, abruptly slowing down to allow them access. Option B, always driving in the far left lane. Option C, safely merging out of the right lane to allow them access. Option D, honking your horn to make them aware of your presence. The correct answer is option C, safely merging out of the right lane to allow them access. Explanation: most of the time, you should drive in the right or center lane of the freeway. However, when driving in the right lane while another vehicle is attempting to enter the freeway from a nearby ramp, safely merge into the next lane to allow them access. During rush hour, you should avoid driving the right lane to allow room for an increased number of drivers entering the freeway. Question 170. If you are driving at night and are hauling a load that extends more than 4 feet past the rear of your vehicle, you should attach blank to the rearmost point of the load. Option A, a red flag. Option B, a yellow reflector. Option C, a red light. Option D, a white flashing light. The correct answer is option C, a red light. Explanation: at night, if you are hauling a load that extends more than 4 feet beyond the rear of the vehicle, you are required to attach a burning red light to the rearmost point of the load. The light must be visible for at least 500 feet. Question 171. A speed restriction sign. Option A, may be ignored in rainy, snowy, or icy conditions. Option B, has a triangular shape. Option C, is blue with black lettering. Option D, shows a recommended speed for a curve or turn. The correct answer is option D, shows a recommended speed for a curve or turn. Explanation: curve and turn warning signs often have attached advisory speed signs that show a recommended driving speed for drivers in the curves and turns. Although a driver may feel comfortable driving at a higher speed in fair weather, they should never do so under rainy, snowy, or icy conditions. Question 172. Motorcycles are entitled to: Option A, the bicycle lane. Option B, the same full lane width as other motor vehicles. Option C, half the width of a lane. Option D, the width of the sidewalk. The correct answer is option B, the same full lane width as other motor vehicles. Explanation: lane usage for the motorcyclist is critical. Motorcycles are entitled to the same full lane width as all other vehicles. Question 173. If you drink alcohol socially, what helps ensure safe driving? Option A, drink coffee before driving. Option B, ride home with a friend who has not been drinking. Option C, take a cold shower before driving. Option D, stop drinking 1/2 hour before driving. The correct answer is option A, drink coffee before driving. Explanation: one strategy to avoid driving while impaired or intoxicated is to arrange for a ride home with a friend who does not drink. Drinking coffee or taking a cold shower cannot reduce your blood alcohol content or reduce the effects of alcohol. On average, it takes about an hour for the body to eliminate the alcohol from a single drink. Question 174. Your first response to reduced visibility should be: Option A, turning on your headlights. Option B, reducing your speed. Option C, turning on your windshield wipers. Option D, looking for road edge markings to guide you. The correct answer is option B, reducing your speed. Explanation: reducing your speed should be your first response to decreased visibility in dangerous road conditions. Question 175. When driving on wet roads, you should: Option A, increase your following distance to 5 or 6 seconds. Option B, decrease your following distance to 2 seconds. Option C, not be concerned about your following distance. Option D, maintain the 4-second following distance rule. The correct answer is option A, increase your following distance to 5 or 6 seconds. Explanation: when roads become wet, you should increase your following distance to 5 or 6 seconds. Question 176. When parking uphill next to a curb, set the parking brake and: Option A, keep the rear tires against the curb. Option B, keep the front tires straight ahead. Option C, turn your steering wheel away from the curb. Option D, turn your steering wheel toward the curb. The correct answer is option C, turn your steering wheel away from the curb. Explanation: when parking facing uphill on a street that has a curb, set your parking brake and turn your steering wheel away from the curb. This way, if your vehicle starts to roll, it will roll into the curb. Question 177. Before you leave a parking space that is parallel to the curb, you should: Option A, sound your horn. Option B, turn on your 4-way flashers. Option C, look for traffic by turning your head. Option D, look for traffic by using only your inside rearview mirror. The correct answer is option C, look for traffic by turning your head. Explanation: before leaving a parking space to pull back into traffic, you should turn your head to look over your shoulder and check through the window for pedestrians, bicyclists, motorcyclists, and other vehicles that can become a hazard. Question 178. An open automobile window in cold weather may indicate that the driver is: Option A, driving impaired. Option B, inappropriately dressed. Option C, using the heat inside their vehicle. Option D, enjoying the fresh air. The correct answer is option A, driving impaired. Explanation: it is important to observe other drivers' behaviors and identify clues that indicate when person could be driving impaired. Drivers who have had too much to drink, are sleepy, are on drugs, or are ill can present hazards to other drivers. A person driving with their window open in cold weather may be impaired. Question 179. Parking uphill next to a curb on a 2-way street requires: Option A, your steering wheel to be turned to the left. Option B, your steering wheel to be turned to the right. Option C, your right rear tire to be resting on the curb. Option D, that you leave your car 6 inches from the curb. The correct answer is option C, your right rear tire to be resting on the curb. Explanation: If you are parking uphill on the right side of a street that is a curb, turn your steering wheel to the left and let your car roll back so that the front right tire touches the curb. This way, if your brakes fail, your vehicle will not roll into traffic. Question 180. What should you do when confronted with an aggressive driver? Option A. Make eye contact. Option B. Try to stay in the other driver's way. Option C. Ignore their gestures. Option D. Have a conversation. The correct answer is option A. Make eye contact. Explanation. If confronted by an aggressive driver, the most important thing for you to do is get out of their way. Avoid making eye contact. Do not challenge them by increasing your speed, and do not let yourself be provoked by any angry gestures they direct toward you. Question 181. As a pedestrian, you should. Option A. Always insist on the right-of-way over a vehicle when using a crosswalk. Option B. Never enter a street or crosswalk when vehicles are approaching. Option C. Enter a crosswalk at any time because it is the vehicle driver's responsibility to stop. Option D. Use crosswalks only if they are convenient. The correct answer is option B. Never enter a street or crosswalk when vehicles are approaching. Explanation. Pedestrians should not enter a street or crosswalk when vehicles are approaching. Though pedestrians have the right-of-way in crosswalks, a vehicle approaching from a close distance may not have the time to stop before entering the crosswalk. Question 182. The speed limit is blank in school zones. Option A. 55 miles per hour. Option B. 45 miles per hour. Option C. 30 miles per hour. Option D. 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is option D. 20 miles per hour. Explanation. The speed limit in school zones is 20 miles per hour. Use extra caution when driving in school zones. Question 183. Your tire blows out while you are driving. You should. Option A. Slam on your brakes. Option B. Hold your steering wheel tightly and slow to a stop. Option C. Keep driving normally. Option D. Turn on your emergency flashers and continue driving. The correct answer is option A. Slam on your brakes. Explanation. If you experience a tire blowout, do not immediately apply the brakes. Grip the steering wheel firmly and steer to remain in your traffic lane. Reduce your speed gradually by releasing the accelerator and staying off the brakes. Once you are moving very slowly, apply the brakes lightly and pull off the road into a safe area. Question 184. Drive below the posted speed limit when. Option A. You see a police car. Option B. Driving on a highway where there are other cars. Option C. Anything makes conditions less than perfect. Option D. You are on a 4-lane road. The correct answer is option C. Anything makes conditions less than perfect. Explanation. It is dangerous to drive at a speed too fast for conditions, regardless of the posted speed limit. Anytime conditions are less than perfect, you should adjust your speed in following distance. Question 185. Before turning, you should. Option A. Use your signal. Option B. Turn the wheel. Option C. Increase your speed. Option D. Change lanes. The correct answer is option B. Turn the wheel. Explanation. To complete a turn safely, you should activate your turn signal 3 to 4 seconds before your turn. Question 186. You may not park within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A. 15 feet. Option B. 25 feet. Option C. 40 feet. Option D. 50 feet. The correct answer is option D. 50 feet. Explanation. Drivers may not park within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Park where drivers can clearly see your vehicle from both directions. Question 187. When may you proceed through an intersection that is a stop sign but no stop line or crosswalk? Option A. After slowing down to verify that there is no cross traffic. Option B. After coming to a complete stop and verifying that it is safe to proceed. Option C. After you have stopped at least 20 feet prior to the intersection. Option D. After slowing down to a speed of 10 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, after coming to a complete stop and verifying that it is safe to proceed. Explanation: stop before the stop line or crosswalk at any intersection that is controlled by a stop sign. If there is a stop sign but no stop line or crosswalk, stop before entering the intersection and proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 188. When driving on packed snow, you should reduce your speed. Option A, by at least 1/2. Option B, by about 1/3. Option C, by about 1/4. Option D, by about 1/8. The correct answer is option A, by at least 1/2. Explanation: when driving on packed snow, you should reduce your speed by 1/2 or more. It can be difficult to stop or turn when operating on a slippery surface, so you must adjust your speed to drive safely under such conditions. Question 189. The effect that alcohol has on your reflexes and judgment. Option A is less pronounced when consuming beer instead of wine. Option B is less pronounced when consuming wine instead of beer. Option C is most pronounced when consuming hard ciders and mixed drinks. Option D depends on the amount of alcohol in your bloodstream. The correct answer is option D, depends on the amount of alcohol in your bloodstream. Explanation: consuming any type of alcohol can have negative effects on your reflexes and judgment. It does not matter which type of alcohol is consumed, only how much alcohol has entered a person's bloodstream. Question 190. You should signal to turn blank before beginning your turn. Option A, 20 feet. Option B, 50 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option C, 100 feet. Explanation: when you wish to change lanes or make a turn, signal to inform other motorists of your intention. Signals should be activated at least 100 feet before you make the turn. Continue signaling until you have completed the turn or lane change. Question 191. If a road is wet, it will usually be most slippery. Option A, on the outer edges of the lanes. Option B, in the left wheel tracks. Option C, in the right wheel tracks. Option D, in the center portion of each lane. The correct answer is option D, in the center portion of each lane. Explanation: the center of a lane can be especially hazardous when wet. When it starts to rain, avoid this area by riding in the tire tracks left by cars. Question 192. When checking the engine compartment. Option A, the parking brake should not be engaged. Option B, wheels should be chalked. Option C, the engine should be running. Option D, the gear shift should be in first gear. The correct answer is option C, the engine should be running. Explanation: before inspecting the engine compartment, make sure that the parking brakes are on and / or the wheels are chalked. Check the engine compartment before entering the cab and starting the engine. Question 193. When driving, how often should you check your rearview mirror for traffic behind you? Option A, every 2 to 4 seconds. Option B, every 4 to 6 seconds. Option C, every 6 to 8 seconds. Option D, every 8 to 10 seconds. The correct answer is option C, every 6 to 8 seconds. Explanation: every 6 to 8 seconds you should look at your rearview mirror to check on the traffic behind you. Question 194. When driving in rain, you must: Option A, use low beam headlights. Option B, use high beam headlights. Option C, use parking lights. Option D, use no lights. The correct answer is option A, use low beam headlights. Explanation: in rainy conditions, you should use your low beam headlights. Question 195. If pedestrian hybrid beacon signal lights are black, it means: Option A, drivers may proceed with caution. Option B, drivers should slow down and prepare to stop. Option C, drivers should come to a complete stop. Option D, there are no pedestrians nearby. The correct answer is option A, drivers may proceed with caution. Explanation: Pedestrian hybrid beacons are used at pedestrian crossings. If the lights on the signal turn black, drivers should proceed past the crosswalk with caution. Question 196. When the driver behind you wants to pass, you should: Option A, speed up. Option B, go the same speed. Option C, slow down to allow room in front of your vehicle for the other driver to complete the pass easily. Option D, change lanes. The correct answer is option C, slow down to allow room in front of your vehicle for the other driver to complete the pass easily. Explanation: when the driver behind you wants to pass, you should slow down so that there is enough room in front of your vehicle for the other driver to complete their pass. This will allow them to complete the passing maneuver in less time and more easily. Question 197. Who is most likely to be killed in a work zone crash? Option A, bicyclists. Option B, workers and flaggers. Option C, drivers and passengers. Option D, motorcyclists. The correct answer is option C, drivers and passengers. Explanation: drivers and passengers are more likely to be killed in a work zone collision than anyone else. Drive carefully any time you are in a roadwork area. Question 198. The sign with this shape and color is a blank sign. Option A, no passing zone. Option B, wrong way. Option C, railroad crossing. Option D, stop. The correct answer is option A, no passing zone. Explanation: pennant-shaped warning signs like this are only used to indicate a no passing zone. Question 199. When should drivers use hand-over-hand steering? Option A, when turning the steering wheel during normal driving activity. Option B, when anti-lock brakes are engaged. Option C, when turning at low speeds. Option D, when backing or when momentarily turning on blinkers, the radio, or windshield wipers. The correct answer is option C, when turning at low speeds. Explanation: use hand-over-hand steering when turning at low speeds, such as when turning at an intersection or when parking your vehicle. Regarding the steering wheel as a clock face, your left hand should grasp the wheel between 8 and 9 o'clock and your right hand should grasp the wheel between 3 and 4 o'clock. Question 200. When approaching a stopped school bus with its red lights flashing and its stop arm extended, you must: Option A, stop 5 feet away from the bus. Option B, stop only if you see children are present. Option C, stop and remain stopped until it appears safe to proceed. Option D, stop and remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm has been withdrawn. The correct answer is option D, stop and remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm has been withdrawn. Explanation: when a school bus stops with its lights flashing and its stop arm extended, you must stop at least 10 feet away from the bus. Remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing, the stop arm has been withdrawn, and the children have reached a safe place. This is the law whether you are approaching the bus from behind, approaching it from the opposite direction, or approaching it at an intersection at which the school bus is stopped.